Hello, this is Larry Richardson. Those of you who know or know of me are aware that it has been weeks since my last video. Things have been changing so rapidly it is almost useless to make a video using current data. Today, however, is probably an exception to this general concept. Today, the world will most likely see the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases reach the 1 million mark. Anyone with half a brain knows that the real number of people who have contracted this virus passed 1 million a while back, probably in China alone. Along with the 1 million total case milestone being reached today, this is April the 2nd, 2020, it is very probable that the United States will reach the 250,000 or 1/4 confirmed cases tomorrow. According to Worldometer, the current population of the world is 7,775,000,000 plus, and the current population of the United States is just shy of 331 million people, or about 5% of the world population. Yet tomorrow, the United States will have the distinction of having 1/4 of the world's confirmed cases. Some say this is evidence of God's judgment on the United States for the many, many things that it allows and indeed instigated, such as baby murder, called abortion by the government, acceptance and even promotion of unnatural sexual relationships that go against the Bible's words that God created mankind as male and female. The predatory financial system put in place where debt has become an asset as far as those at the top of the lending business are concerned. The persecution of those who dare to speak out against belief systems whose very written source documents declare that all who fail to adhere to their beliefs must be subjugated as lower class persons and taxed extra, or be killed if they will not submit to the lower class subjugation, i.e. Islam and its Sharia practices. The destruction of the family, the transformation of an education system from one of teaching information and skills needed to become productive citizens to one of indoctrination of ideologies, and many other national sins. Only God knows for sure if this virus is an instrument of His to punish evil. What each of us can be sure of, if we are not totally blinded by ideological boundaries, is that this virus is very prolific and that it can be very severe and even deadly. The facts of the current situation are that it is, and that we each have to deal with it in some way. I leave your reaction to the current reality up to you. I would like to talk for a little bit about what we will be moving into at the conclusion of this round of the COVID-19 experience. I believe that circumstances and situations will change so much in the coming months that our entire way of life will be changed. And I pray that we will never return to the way it was before COVID-19. While this may be God's judgment for some, and it may be, for me, it is God providing an opportunity for those who survive to reset the direction of this nation. After all, this nation was established for the purpose of worshiping God in freedom. We will have the chance to abolish the federal control of education, to wrest the control of our monetary system from the unconstitutional FED, and place it back under the control of a citizen-populated legislature where ordinary people sacrifice a few years of their lives to the service of others, then return to their own endeavors while other ordinary people step up to serve for a bit. To make sure the federal part of our system be restructured as intended by the Constitution, to strip the judiciary of its self-appointed role as legislators from the bench, and many other areas where our current government has strayed from the confines of the Constitution. I invite you to partner with me in putting things into play right now that will allow those of us who share the desire to reset the direction of our nation. Simply contact me at the email address shown, and we can figure out our next move. I thank you for watching this video and hope you will pass it on so every patriot who is aligned with our way of thinking has the opportunity to join us. Thanks again.